Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar on chronic kidney disease. My name's Nadia,
And I'm Tavga.
and we're both from Violet Lane Medical Practice, and we're delighted you could join us today. Today, we're going to cover three key areas that will help you understand and manage your kidney health. First, we'll explain what chronic kidney disease actually is, what it means for you and your health. Second, we'll discuss practical ways we can protect your kidneys and slow down any progression of the disease. And finally, we'll explain how we monitor your kidney function and what tests you can expect going forward. By the end of the session, you'll have a clear understanding of your condition and feel confident about the steps you can take to protect your kidney health.
So let's start with the basics. Think of your kidneys as your body's cleaning system. They have three main jobs. First, they remove waste products from your blood and eliminate them through your urine. These are toxins that would be harmful if they built up in your body. Second, they remove excess water from your body, also through urine. This helps to maintain the right balance of fluids in your system. And third, they help to control your blood pressure by regulating the amount of fluid in your blood vessels and producing hormones that affect blood pressure. When your kidneys are working well, you don't really notice them, but when they start to struggle, these vital functions can be affected, which is why early detection and management are so important.
So, what exactly is chronic kidney disease, or CKD as we often call it? CKD is a long term condition where your kidneys gradually lose their ability to work as effectively as they should. The word chronic means it's ongoing, it doesn't come and go like a cold or flu would. There's a few important things that you need to understand about CKD. It becomes more common as we get older. This is particularly because our kidneys, like the rest of our bodies, start to show signs of wear and tear over time. Unfortunately, we can't reverse CKD. We can't make your kidneys work like how they did when you were younger. However, and this part is really important, we can definitely prevent or slow down its progression. The good news is that with the right approach, many people with CKD live full, active lives without ever needing any more intensive treatment. So, you might be wondering how we know that you have CKD and how you've been diagnosed. The diagnosis is actually fairly straightforward. It's based off the blood tests that you've had in the past. We look at something called EGFR, that stands for Estimated Glomerular Filtration Rate. Don't worry about the technical name, but it essentially measures how well your kidneys are filtering your blood. So ideally, you want a higher EGFR that shows that your kidneys are filtering the blood better. A normal EGFR is above 90. When we see two consecutive blood tests showing an EGFR below 60 taken at least 3 months apart, this indicates chronic kidney disease. The reason we need two blood tests is to make sure it's not just a temporary change, perhaps due to dehydration or illness. It's the consistency that tells us it's a long-term change to kidney function. If we look at the chart on the right, we can see the different stages of chronic kidney disease. A normal kidney function is an EGFR of above 90, which I mentioned before. Next, we have CKD stages 1 and 2, where your kidney function is only slightly reduced and is effectively still normal. There's no management needed at this stage at all. The majority of you listening today will sit either at CKD stages 3A or 3B, which is where your kidney function is below 60 but above 30. This is where we need to begin discussing lifestyle changes and medications to help protect the kidneys from further decline. CKD stage 4 is a kidney function of below 30, and this is when the GP will consider referring you to the kidney specialists at the hospital for more in depth kidney management. Finally, and hopefully something that no one here will experience, is CKD stage 5, where the kidney function drops below 15 and is categorized as kidney failure. It's only then when dialysis is considered as a treatment.
Now, you might be thinking, how common is CKD? You're definitely not alone with this condition. CKD is actually very common in the UK. Currently, we estimate that 7.2 million adults are affected by CKD, and that's roughly 1 in every 10 people. So if you think about your street or your family, statistically, several people will have some degree of CKD. The numbers are predicted to rise due to several factors. Our population is aging, obesity rates are increasing, and we're seeing more people diagnosed with diabetes and high blood pressure, all of which can affect kidney function. Now, I want to reassure you about something important. Only about 2% of people diagnosed with CKD will ever need dialysis. The vast majority of people with CKD manage very well with the preventative measures we'll discuss today.
I know a common question you might be wondering is why are we only contacting you now about chronic kidney disease? Well, the NHS has introduced a new chronic kidney disease prevention framework based on recent research. This research shows something really encouraging, that early identification and effective treatment can drastically slow down CKD progression and reduce the risk of kidney failure. The NHS framework aims to improve the preventative care for the kidneys, but another added benefit is that by helping the kidneys, we're also helping to reduce your risk of cardiovascular events like strokes and heart attacks. This is because kidney health and heart health are very closely connected. With this research, the NHS nationwide are now looking to improve the diagnosis rates of chronic kidney disease, as currently is thought to be widely underdiagnosed. By making you aware of the condition now, we can start to apply the protective measures that research has shown to be effective, in the hopes to protect both your kidneys and your overall health.
Now let's talk about treatment. As mentioned before, there isn't a specific medication that cures CKD. Our main aim is to protect your kidneys, and we have many effective ways of doing that. Think of it like maintaining a car. We can't make an older car brand new again, but with the right care and maintenance, we can keep it running well for many years to come. And that's exactly what we want to do with your kidneys. The approach focuses on lifestyle changes and, where appropriate, medications that can protect the kidneys and slow down any progression of the disease.
Let's start with the positive changes you can make. The good news is there are no specific good or bad foods for the kidneys. Instead, it's all about maintaining a healthy, balanced lifestyle. Here's what we recommend. Choose low salt foods. Too much salt can raise blood pressure and put extra strain on your kidneys. Try using herbs or spices for flavours instead. Opt for low fat foods. This helps with weight management and reduces cardiovascular risk. Reduce sugar intake, particularly important if you have diabetes or if you're at risk of developing it. Eat more fruits and vegetables. These provide essential nutrients and fibre. Choose lean meats and fish. These provide protein without excessive saturated fat. Increase your exercise and movement. Even gentle activities like walking can make a significant difference. Consider weight loss if necessary. Maintaining a healthy weight reduces the strain on your kidneys. A helpful tip is to have a look for the traffic light system on food packaging in the UK. Green means go ahead, amber means careful, and red means limit these foods. Try your best to go for as many green options as you can.
Now let's talk about things that can potentially damage your kidneys further. These are things that are really important to avoid. Dehydration. Your kidneys need adequate fluid to function properly, so aim for about 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, unless your doctor does advise otherwise. Non-kidney friendly medications, particularly the NSAIDs group. This is medications like ibuprofen, diclofenac, and naproxen. These can reduce blood flow to the kidneys, so always check with us or your pharmacist before taking over-the-counter painkillers. Paracetamol is generally safe to use though. Smoking. This damages blood vessels throughout your body, including those in your kidneys. And lastly, excessive alcohol intake. Whilst moderate alcohol consumption may be acceptable, excessive drinking can damage your kidneys and interfere with medications too. So if you're unsure about any medications or supplements, please always check with us first.
So, how about medications? There are two main types of medications we might recommend to help protect your kidneys. The first are statins for cholesterol management. These medications lower cholesterol levels in your body. These are generally recommended to everyone with chronic kidney disease, even if your cholesterol levels are currently normal. This is because they have additional protective benefits for your kidneys and they reduce your risk of heart attacks and strokes. We particularly recommend them if you're over 50, have diabetes, or have a history of heart disease. The second are ACE inhibitors for blood pressure. These are used to lower blood pressure. For these, we only recommend them if you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure. High blood pressure puts extra strain on your kidneys, and ACE inhibitors have been shown to protect the kidneys whilst also lowering blood pressure. Examples of these medications include ramipril and lisinopril. After the talk today, we will send you a message advising if you should start on either of these medications.
Going forward, we'll be keeping a close eye on your kidney function and overall health. Here's what you can expect. We'll invite you to the surgery around your birthday each year for your annual CKD review. This will include an annual blood test to check your kidney function and other important markers, an annual urine sample to check for protein or other signs of kidney damage, annual blood pressure monitoring since blood pressure and kidney health are closely linked, and annual vaccinations. We'll make sure you're up to date with the vaccinations like the winter flu vaccine, as people with CKD can be more susceptible to infections. This regular monitoring allows us to track any changes and adjust your treatment plan if needed. It also gives you a regular opportunity to discuss any concerns with us. We'd like to point you towards some great resources for additional information. Kidney Care UK is the leading kidney support charity in the UK. They have excellent resources to help you learn more about CKD, including patient stories, dietary advice, and emotional support services. Kidney Community Kitchen is a brilliant website for kidney-friendly foods and recipes. They have a particularly useful blog called Navigating Kidney-Friendly Dining Across Cultures. This provides great food swaps for common cultural foods, so you don't have to give up the foods that you love. We also have printed leaflets from Kidney Care UK available at the surgery reception. You're more than welcome to collect these when you're next in. These resources can provide ongoing support and practical tips for managing your condition day to day. So let's summarise the key points for protecting your kidneys. We need to focus on controlling blood pressure and cholesterol through lifestyle changes and medications where appropriate. Maintaining a healthy weight through balanced eating and regular exercise is really important. Starting or continuing medications if we've recommended them. These are there to protect your kidneys long term. And making sure that you're keeping well hydrated, so aim for those 6 to 8 glasses of fluid daily. Avoid medications like ibuprofen and naproxen that can harm your kidneys. Follow a kidney-friendly diet. Remember, this is just healthy eating principles we should all follow. And don't forget to explore Kidney Care UK and Kidney Community Kitchen for ongoing support, recipes, and practical tips.
So, thank you for listening today. I hope you found this information helpful and that you feel more confident about managing your kidney health. Now, we'd love to answer any questions you might have. You're welcome to type them in the chat and we'll try and address as many as possible. If you'd like more help or more detail, we're happy to offer one-to-one discussions about your specific situations. You're welcome to book in with myself or with Amy, our nurse, or one of the GPs if necessary. We're here to support you every step of the way. Remember, having CKD doesn't mean that your life has to change dramatically. With the right approach, you can continue to live a full, active, and healthy life. The key is taking these preventative steps now to protect your kidneys for the future. Thank you again for joining us. Please don't hesitate to contact the practice if you have any further questions.